Hello everyone, I'm doing a Q&A. Sorry it's dark, our light bulb right here went out. But yeah, it looks like a ghost, but that's just like the reflection. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a Q&A. Should I just get started? Sure, let's just get started. Sorry, tired. What's your favorite breeded dog? My favorite breeded dog is Shizek. Sorry if I'm not saying that name right. A Shizek Lion German Shepherd, which I'm on not a wait list, but I'm going to be on a wait list for one. But another, like, for service work and sporting, because I want to do some sports such as dock diving, agility, stuff like that. But the next couple of breeds is a Doberman. I really like Dobies. I grew up with them and they're just amazing dogs, and I've never seen an aggressive Doberman nor German Shepherd. All of them we've ever seen or owned were very sweet. I'm not a huge fan of this dog breed. I put out my favorite dog breed because I'm kind of like liking them now, but Cocker Spaniels. Let me get a picture of one I actually like to show you guys, because I don't like the ones with the bulgy heads and like the short noses. Let me show you. Okay, here's a great example of the ones I don't like. Let me find a better picture. Like the show types. I don't like those. I like the field ones. Let me try to find one. Most are pretty fancy, but I'm trying to find one. I don't know why I can't. Like, some of them are okay. I just don't like the big poofy feet and the poofy look. Oh no, this one's a perfect example of what I like. I like those types. I don't like the ones with the bulging heads, but I do like Cocker Spaniels. They're really adorable. Another breed I like, this one might be an unpopular opinion, but I like Chihuahuas because they're amazing dogs, if bred right, and they're just so fluffy, and they train really easily. You just can't get one of those Beverly Hills spoiled Chihuahuas because they turn out pretty bad. But anyways, moving on to what's my least favorite type of dog. Get ready to be offended, people, because you are not going to like these answers. I do not like pit bulls, golden doodles, labradoodles, goldens, and malinois. I could do a description. I might on some. Don't get offended. Pit bulls, very prone to aggression, and they just have too big of heads. They literally look like my goat on steroids with their heads like poking out. It's just weird. Dixie's right here because she agrees on some of these. We also don't like golden doodles. Do I have to lip up your head? Are you that sleepy? That sleepy. She's so sleepy. We're gonna do a PA trip tomorrow. She doesn't know that. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that up tomorrow too. We're gonna go we're gonna go get some food for the dogs. We're gonna get canned food because we ran out of supplies downstairs. We're gonna get more toilet paper, stuff like that, paper towels, stuff like that. And I also have a $20 gift card to the pet shop, so I'm gonna see if I can find a Hermspringer prong, an updated one. Hopefully that'll work out. Maybe my dad says if I give grandma my $80 Meyer card, I can pick out an extra thing in the pet shop, so maybe we'll get new dog booties. Just kidding. Those are too expensive. They're like $200 for dog booties. So no thanks. But hopefully me and my little angel can pick out something. Maybe I'll get her a pig ear too. You don't want a pig ear? She loves those. Yeah, but I just don't like pit bulls. Too stocky, too mean. Yes, they're mean dogs if they do not have a job. If you have like real pit bulls, I'm not talking about the shelter mutts. Shelter mutts are generally more calm. They're like the show line German Shepherd. They're more calm and less prone to aggression than working line German Shepherds, you know? But yeah. Golden Doodles, I don't really need to explain it. Labradoodles, I don't really need to explain it. They're a genetic mess. Sorry. All doodles are. Well, not all doodles, no. There's some well-bred doodles, but then there's some, like, that are badly bred, and just, I don't like them. I like poodles, but I don't like doodles. Huge difference. Poodles are more sleek, slender, and well-bred. Doodles, not well-bred, stocky, weird proportions, etc., etc., etc. I don't need to explain more because I think you get the point. Again, this isn't a hate video. I don't like golden retrievers because they're too popular, and people with goldens tend to think they're better than everyone else. Talking from experience. They just think they're better, and like when I say recommend me a dog breed besides golden retrievers, labs, and poodles because I cannot have any of those dog breeds, people get so offended, like, why? Because golden retrievers are much better than German shepherds. And I'm like, no, they're a lot more unhealthy. They're prone to being over affectionate, which is really bad. It's just bad. They shed a lot. They get mats a lot, etc. I don't want to go into too much. They're good dogs. I just don't see myself owning one. Maybe as a pet or a future service dog, possibly. But I just don't want to turn into one of those snobs that think they're better than everyone else because they have a golden retriever. Next is Malinois. Don't get offended, but they're pretty dang ugly. What are you doing? What? Are you getting offended because I stopped you from licking me? She came to join the video. Anywho, Malinois are just ugly. They don't look nice. Their structure is off. Their heads are bigger than their bodies for the most part. They're too high drive. They don't really have an off switch. They're just, I don't like them. I prefer a German Shepherd because they have an off switch. They can get relaxed down snugly, and then they can turn into a vicious guard dog the next with command. So, yeah, I do prefer German Shepherds over a Malinois, but I like Dutch Shepherds too. I forgot to add that one. I love Dutch Shepherds. I do see myself owning one if I can find a reputable breeder. Maybe I can contact the police because they have a dog named Diego, and he's from Germany. He was imported from Germany, so maybe I can find their breeder. Next question. Hardest task/trick to teach Dixie. Say hi, because she doesn't like saying hi to people or dogs, but she will when I say go say hi to a kid, because I like socializing her with kids and people. I will give the kid a treat or the person a treat, and I will tell them to hold out to Dixie. Dixie will go up, take the treat, and yeah. After that, she's like, I don't want to talk to you. Get away, biche. Anyways, another one that was hard to teach, and she still doesn't have it down solid, is focus. That's really hard to teach her because she just wants to know about everything. She's so into the world. She's so happy. She wants to know about everything. She's just that type of dog. So it was harder to teach her a focus. But yeah, as long as we work on it, come here. We'll eventually get there. You're like a little squirrel. She melted in my arms. And it's okay, baby. What? She's like snoring. She just fell asleep. Look. I can lift her. You've fallen asleep. And stand was also pretty hard to teach because she normally just jump on me. But when I back up, she will stand on her hind legs and kind of walk backwards or forward. Depends. But it's not good for your dog to actually be standing and walking, so I don't make her. It's just a fun thing. So yeah. What breed is Dixie? I added this one. Nobody asked it, but most people want to know. But they don't want to offend me, you know. I just had someone, I had some people ask if she was even a purebred, and I said yes. They're like, that's impossible. She has to be some type of mix, like a husky. I'm like, no, she comes from proven lines. She's not a husky. Does this look like a husky to you? Does this look like a husky? Oh my goodness, you're such a husky. You're such a husky. But no. Dixie is mixed lined, meaning she's not going to fit your standards for a show line German Shepherd, but she's also not going to fit your standards for a working line German Shepherd. She's mixed between those two lines, and no, mixed line does not mean mixed breed, sorry. Mixed breed is like a golden retriever and a poodle making a golden doodle, but just because a show line German Shepherd and a working line German Shepherd have pups, Dixie's parents basically, her mom was show, her dad was working, and yeah, they had Dixie, and here she is, and she's a really nice tempered dog. She has a good off switch, and she has a good on switch, so I would definitely recommend the breeder. I don't think they breed anymore. They might, but her litter was I don't want to say it was accident. I don't actually know. I don't think they meant to breed their dogs, but I think they are breeders. But Dixie came out a really nice tempered dog. She's a runt, so she's smaller. But, yeah. What do you want? I don't understand what you need. I don't. But yeah, Dixie came with one of her sisters and two of her brothers. The other ones were sold. And her sister and her brothers were very friendly. She was just sitting in the back. And she was just sitting in the back, and that's what attracted me to her. She just clicked to me, and I knew she was my dog, so obviously she's a big baby. You kind of my arm. Anywho, next one. What's Dixie's favorite task/alert? I know. Her favorite trick. Why did I put task and alert? Task and trick is what I meant to put. Get back. Back. Good girl. She likes balance, which is putting a treat on the base of her nose or on the tip. And when I say okay, she tries to flip it. That's a new thing she taught herself. She tries to flip it and catch it. So she likes that one a lot. She'll like beg to do it. She likes interruptions as a task. Dixie. Yep, she likes her interruptions. Yes, she does. Okay, go. But I was just hoping you. Good girl. And she likes spin. Kind of, not really. What? Okay, I understand. I love you, baby. But yeah, she likes spin, which is spinning in a circle. I do that before she goes outside, she'll just spin in circles. And she'll just like sit and just like look up at me with the sweetest little eyes. Yeah, you will. Stop embarrassing me, man. This is public internet on YouTube. Stop. Okay. Sorry, I have a voice for her. And why do I'm not crying. My eyes just get really watery when I do like that voice. I don't know. Next one. What state do you live in? I live in Michigan, and it sucks. We get 0-degree weather. Our government sucks. There's a lot of irresponsible people. I don't travel around Michigan. We've only been in a couple of cities. So, like Muskegon, Ludington, Grand Rapids, and a lot of people there aren't very respectful. So, that's fun. I know the people in my school make fun of my disability, so Michigan, step it up. But, yeah. Most favorite small dog breed. I like Beagles, Basset Hounds, Cocker Spaniels, and Chihuahuas. Yes, I'm reading it off here because I cannot remember off the top of my head what the questions and answers are. But I do like Beagles. I think they're freaking adorable, and they're so chubby, and they're just so cute. And I really want one for a hunting dog, like a rabbit dog, because they're small enough to fit through the rabbit holes. Or a Dachshund. Dachshunds are also pretty good, but people have bred them, so their backs are all messed up. It's almost impossible to find a well-bred one. I know someone with a well-bred Dachshund, Daisy the Dachshund. She's a service dog in training, and Dixie and her might meet up possibly in the summertime. I don't know. I'll have to see with her owner, because Dixie might go to the aquarium in Tennessee. Yes, you might. And her handler is around my age, and Daisy is a black Dachshund. She's very well behaved. Sorry, hair. Of what I've seen on the videos. So that's really cool. I'll lick their channel. Ew. I'll link their channel in the description. You guys can go check them out. They're a very amazing team, and I just love them. They actually help me with training Dixie for come when she doesn't want it, when she's off leash and she's like roaming around my dad's work. She's allowed to, by the way, because it's family. But she'll roam around when nobody's there, and she'll just like walk around, play with the other dogs there. We'll just let her do that. And I want to have her have a stronger recall, so if someone comes in, say, where she might bark, because normally she's not on duty, and she might try to protect. No, Dixie doesn't bite, but she barks, and it's really intimidating, and we don't want to chase any customers away, so I would say come. And sometimes she doesn't want to listen, because German Shepherd attitude, so I'm trying to teach a stronger recall. So thank you, Daisy's owner. Sorry, I forgot your name again. I'm not too smart. But thank you for the advice, because it helped, because now she's listening a lot better. What breed do you want for your next service dog? Again, I was saying, I currently am looking into Shizek line German Shepherds near here. Well, not near here. It's in our state, but they have really well-bred dogs. Another breeder I'm looking into has breeding rights and titles, and her dogs have titles, and they're just amazing dogs. So she might be a choice. And if I had to pick another breed, if a German Shepherd didn't work out, like, not saying that it wouldn't work out, but if I couldn't get the breeder in time, you know, I would either, actually, I changed my answer. I said Great Dane or Doberman. I really don't think I would get a Great Dane. I might get a Doberman, but there's not many good Doberman breeders, so, but yeah, I would like a Dutch Shepherd. I really like those dogs, but they have a really high drive. But I'm also looking into a working line German Shepherd, so it's fun. What type of music do you listen to? I listen to country and some pop, but it's more like depressing pop. Like when I'm depressed, I'll listen to like the depressed pop singers, like, oh, I'm a mistake, I shouldn't be here, I'm just gonna kill myself, stuff like that. Forget the last part, it wasn't like, I'm not that negative, but most pop singers like super depressed now. I don't get it. Country singers are all upbeat and fun, and they just want to do their jobs, sing. Pop singers just like, take my job away because I'm not a good singer and I have no ideas for songs. No offense, pop singers, but not really good at your job. What's your favorite TV show? I like Walking Dead and Total Drama Island. One of them's a cartoon, but it's like a teenager show. They actually took out some parts, which is pretty disappointing because they had, get out of here. But they had some really good episodes, and then they like blanked out the best parts when Lindsay told off Heather. That was a good part, but they deleted it, and they put, yeah, backstabbing, like the little kid voice over it. Like, are you kidding me? She was ripping her a new Dixie's lady parts, and they couldn't show us. That just peed me off because Lindsay ripped her a new one, and it was really entertaining, and then they ruined it. Anywho, I'm not gonna get mad over that. What's your favorite movie? Any old Disney movie such as Lion King or Finding Nemo, or Lady and the Tramp. I like all those movies, and I'll watch them almost every day if I had to. And most horror movies, I like Jaws, Jaws 2, Jaws 3, Jaws 4, Jaws 5, Jaws the Revenge, all those. I'm a Jaws fan, Shark fan, so yeah, that's fun. I have 3 more. This is going to be a long video. I haven't made these type of long videos from my old phone because I didn't have enough storage. Anyways, what's my favorite goat breed? Nigerian Dwarf or Fainting Goat. Now, some people might think I like fainting goats because they just faint. No, they're actually my heart breed for a goat because we had a goat named Ella, and she was a fainting goat, and she was really sweet. She died after giving birth from her babies, so that sucks. And her breeding buddy also passed away from something. I don't know. He had no illnesses, but he passed away. I don't know if it's because he was old. I don't know. He wasn't too old. He was like 5'4" maybe. I don't know how he died, but we sold one of the boy fainting goats, our last fainting goat boy, and we sold one of the girls. So we only have 2 purebred registrable fainting goats left, our 2 girls, and they'll be a breeding for fun breeding. But we're bringing in a Nigerian dwarf buck. If you don't know what a buck is, it's a male goat, and he will be our breeder. We have 4 girls and 1 other boy. Currently, because our boy doesn't have any other pet mates, we put a goat apron on him, which is a thing that goes around his man part, so he can't breed the girls. So now he can be in with his mom, and they can just bond together again. But again, his mom has no milk, so he's not drinking from her. She's all dried up, and he cannot breed his mom because he has protection. But yeah, hopefully he's happy. He doesn't even try to breed the girls. He just is interested in the food that they drop. So he's a really good boy. But once we get our other boy goat, I might possibly keep him in a separate pen for a couple of weeks, let him grow a little bit, because we're going to get him like at 8 weeks. So it's going to be pretty young, and I don't want him to get beat up by the girls or the boy because he has horns, and this one might not. So we're going to grow him up a little bit before he will meet the other goats, before we'll let him defend himself. But yeah, next. What's your least favorite thing in the dog community? I don't like overweight dogs at all. I don't like ignorant positive trainers. I wasn't just going to say positive trainers, but that would be ableist, because I don't hate everyone that does positive training, but most positive trainers are pretty ignorant, and they bash balanced trainers. Are there such thing as negative trainers? Or like trainers that don't use any positive at all? I do. Like I say, Dixie, good girl, good job, I give her treats. But this one trainer who says she's a positive trainer, she uses a head halter, and that's not positive training, that's balance training. But you do you, sister. You think what you want to think. Balance trainers normally use head halters, prongs, choke chains, martingales, what else? Like harnesses that have a front clip so it pulls them back. Balance trainers also use muzzles for training, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if positive trainers do that, actually. I'm not sure. And my biggest pet peeve in the dog community is people who breed shame. I have gotten this a lot on my channel and in my Instagram DMs of people breed shaming various breeds that I have considered for service work. The biggest breed bash was German Shepherds, because obviously I have one, and they don't like the idea that I have a German Shepherd and she's actually good at her job. Most of them who breed shame Dixie have golden retrievers or labs. Again, they think they're better than everyone else because they have a cute, happy, outgoing animal. No, that's not how it works. You should not be mean to anyone because of their breed of service dog. You should not judge someone because they have a Chihuahua, because Chihuahuas do such a great job at service work. You shouldn't judge someone who has a Border Collie, because most Border Collies actually make fantastic service dogs. You shouldn't breed shame, like, Great Danes or Bernese Mountain Dogs, St. Bernards, stuff like that, just because you don't agree on that type of dog. You know what I'm saying? So before you breed bash, take into some consideration that might have only been the breed that could have worked out for them. I was actually called a quote-unquote liar for not being able to take care of the Fab Four. What are they? Lab, Poodle, Golden Retriever. What's the fourth? Pomeranian? I don't know. People say German Shepherds are in there, but they're definitely not. Most people actually don't recommend German Shepherds, even though they make phenomenal service dogs. I totally disagree. I would never not recommend a German Shepherd, because I think if you can definitely handle the exercise and the brushing, I think German Shepherds are probably the best service dog you're going to get. But you do have to be careful, because they can be in tune, if that's what you want to call it, but not all the time. Actually, they can be trained out of that. Most people disagree, but they can. I I don't think Dixie's in tune with my emotions. I just think a certain level of my anxiety gets her riled up, but that was only once. She has never ever done it before, so I'm gonna take, you know, basically my personal training classes for myself to calm myself down. So, example, if I see a fake service dog and I feel like freaking out, I take deep breaths, calm down. I just sit down if I feel really anxious, and when I'm calm, Dixie's calm. It's that simple, and I just can't get overly anxious around her because that's bad for Dixie and me. And yes, people might say, well, you shouldn't have a German Shepherd as a service dog if it's in tune with your anxiety. That's not how it works. I can't afford another puppy right now. We can afford the care, but the puppy cost and breeder itself, we probably can't afford a $5,000 dog right now. It's just not possible. And we also can't afford the correct socialization at the time because of Corona. So we're going to have to wait out a little bit until these things settle down so I can get my prospect. I am not going to get a dog like people do in Corona times. Like, I'm not going to risk that. I'm not going to risk having an unsocialized dog who doesn't know the difference between a good person, a bad person, and end up biting someone. I'm not going to do that. Dixie wasn't properly socialized, but again, I got lucky because she's not aggressive or reactive or nervous. She just isn't socialized, and I mean, honestly, it hasn't had a bad outcome. She just acts like any other dog who's been socialized. I don't know. Well, she was socialized. Let me rephrase it this way. She wasn't socialized as a tiny puppy, but she was socialized around 5-ish months. We went to a parade and she got to meet a lot of kids and people, so that she got socialization there, but she wasn't completely unsocialized, if you will. Like, she didn't stay at home all the time. I didn't lock her in a crate. We would take her out every chance we get. She wasn't a service dog then, so we had to take her to pet-friendly places only. So yeah, that's another reason people think, sorry I'm ranting so much about this, but people think that Dixie has to be perfect because she's an adult, and they think she's been training for service work her whole entire life. Well, newsflash, she hasn't. So she's not going to be like Bear. He's the service dog I know. And his handler, Hannah. So sweet. I love her. She's like an amazing service dog handler. Shout out to you, Hannah. But Bear, he was raised as a puppy to be a service dog, and he's amazing. Dixie's not, because she started training when she was 2 years old. That's a huge difference. A 8-week-old puppy to a 2-year-old German Shepherd. In most cases, Dixie probably would have washed out. But with the right training and the right temperament, like Dixie has the good temperament, it's possible. It's very much possible. You cannot give up on your dog, especially if they're an adult dog, because most adult dogs will not pick up on certain, like, things. So you have to be really patient. Anyways, next one before I might run out of storage before that. What do you find annoying? I have a lot on here. What I find annoying is people distracting working dogs. It doesn't matter if they're a service dog or not. If people distract police dogs, military dogs, bomb detection dogs, drug dogs, anything like that. If a little kid runs up to a police dog trying to tackle a criminal, that's unsafe. Someone running up to a service dog, petting them, that's unsafe. Someone getting in a way of a drug detection dog, that's unsafe. It's really annoying because most parents, and kids who are educated are pretty dang ignorant, and they just are like, oh, it's just a dog, like, what harm is it? Like, would you go up and distract a wheelchair from its job? Well, you can't, because it's literally a machine. It's a physical object, but you can distract a dog, and you know that, so don't do it. What else I find annoying is people assuming certain breeds are reactive / aggressive. such as German Shepherds. Like, I have people said, oh, here's a good example. Someone said, I cannot handle a Kanye Corso. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. I still don't really know how to pronounce it. That's how a Kanye Corso breeder pronounced it, though, so I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it right. Kanye Corso, it's not King Corso. That's very bad. But Kanye Corso, I wanted one, and someone attacked me for wanting one. They were like, you're 13-year-old, you can't handle a Kanye Corso. I was like, actually, I can't. And newsflash, sister, you're like 11, 12? Yes, that's only like 2 years younger than me, but even if you are older, that doesn't make you any more capable of handling a dog such as that. You might be 50, and you might not be able to handle Dixie. You know? You might be, like, 11, and you might be able to handle a working line German Shepherd. There's no age limit to dog handling. Unless you're a 5-year-old. Don't handle a big dog, because I swear you will get pulled on your face, and you will probably get seriously injured if you do not know how to train, and 5-year-olds don't know how to train dogs, so, anyways, yeah. Next thing is people getting in my personal bubble because of Dixie. This happens almost every time we go out. I don't know why people can't treat me like a normal person. Yes, I have a dog to help me function day to day, but they literally get close by me, and Dixie's like in front of me right here, and like they come up behind me and they just look at her. I'm like, what are you doing? Can I help you? Do I owe you something? Do I owe you an apology? I don't know. What are you doing? Why are you looking at my medical equipment? Dixie finds it annoying too. Dixie's gotten so used to it. When people used to do that, she used to kind of back away and get uncomfortable, but now she just like looks up at them and then just focuses back on me, and she's like, oh my gosh, people. But I just find that really annoying. Why would you, especially during a pandemic, come up to someone who might have corona? Not saying that I do, but if I did, why would you get that close just to look at my dog? And then people with masks, they have their mask and they like take it off to talk to me, and I'm like, you're wearing a mask for a reason. At least when I occasionally do wear a mask in public, I normally do, but I lost it. I have, where did it go? I lost my other mask. It's fine. Fine. But occasionally, even if I do have a mask, I never take it off, and I never slip it under my nose. I always have it like this all times. But then when people talk to Dixie, they'll take it off. Be like, oh, what breed is she? She has booties? And they'll still be like this close to me. They'll be like, does she have booties? Oh my gosh. Really? Oh my gosh. And I'll be like, it's a pandemic, sweetheart. You're not supposed to be doing that. Anyways, I think this is the last one. Yes. Going with the question, what do you find annoying? People following us around just to ask if they can pet Dixie, and then when I say no, they throw a fit. This has happened, not a lot, but they still do occasionally. Sorry. I felt like I needed a burp, but it came out like a... Yeah, my stomach is growling. Oh my gosh, sweetie, are you okay? I might be hungry. Period cravings, I don't know. But yeah, it's just really creepy. This one girl followed us around the store until we were checking out, and right where she came in the same checkout line, and she barely had anything, and she just came in, and then when we were in there, she was like, oh, I love German Shepherds. My ex-wife, it was a girl, so I'm gonna be confused, but she was like, my ex-wife used to bring her registered service dog on the plane. I was like, oh yeah, that's actually illegal. And she said, yeah, I know, I dumped her. And I was like, good for you, but, yeah, that was in Walmart, of course. The people who always come up to us and ask weird things and fake service dogs come are in Walmart. And the weirdest people. sometimes I see kids, like, with bras on and, like, booty shorts, like, kids, like, kids, like, baby kids, not, like, babies, but you know what I mean, like, 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, and they have, like, these little, it looks like they have stripper clothes on. What is that? I don't know. It's just really creepy, but, yeah. And then we had one following us around in Meyer, and she asked if she could pet Dixie. She's like, "Aw, can I pet your dog?" And I was like, "No, I'm sorry, but she's working." Well, I'm trying to remember what I said, actually. I was like, something along the line as, "No, I'm sorry, she's working." And she walked away, and when she was walking away like this, she went in my ear like this and said, "Whatever, bish." I'm not going to say the real words. I might get demonetized. But that was very uncalled for. I am still a kid. Well, no, I'm considered a teen now. Being a teenager sucks. So an adult saying that to a teenager is very irresponsible. So yeah, by the way, if you think teenagers are young, teenagers are the range from 13 to 25. So for all you know, I could be 17. I'm not, but I could be. I could be 25, and I could still call myself a teenager. So don't judge someone on their age by the age group they're in. But yes, I look older than I am. But it still doesn't give them a reason to harass us. But yeah. Anyways, before this video gets any longer, that was it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell, so you can get updated on all of our videos that we post. Some upcoming videos I have planned are assumptions, if I get enough assumptions. I might do a react to hate comments video. That would be pretty fun. I would have to write down some that I can remember, but I'm getting like a lot of hate on my TikTok. I just got called, someone just said I can't use a black emoji because I'm white. I'm mixed. I'm not pure white, whatever that means. I'm mixed. I'm French Indian, little bit of Indian, like Native American, a little bit of German. What else? I'm not sure, but definitely not white. Not all white. Sorry. I actually have tan skin. Pretty hard to see, but I do have tan skin, so I guess I fall in the very light skin category. You know, there's like whites, light skin, Mexicans, blacks, those type of people, and the light skins are normally black or Mexican mixed with white, so they have like a lighter outcome than the deeper or lighter tones. So I'm considered a light skin because in summer I get tan, and no, it's not because of the sun. It brings out the glow in my skin. Like, you can kind of see that, right? Like, tan on my skin. But my face does look white occasionally. My hands kind of look like, but overall my arms and my legs and my back are pretty tan. My stomach's kind of pale, but that just runs in our family. My mom's really tan. I don't know, she's like mostly Native American, but my mom is tan. So my dad, I have most of my stuff from my dad. My dad's mainly white. So yeah. White people can experience racism, so don't do that. Anyways, another video we were gonna do is gear haul. I'm actually Patience and Love, the creator of that shop, is making Dixie's vest. She made it in this morning, and hopefully it'll be shipped out tomorrow, and maybe we'll receive it. After we receive that, we'll have to wait on my Ryan barrel harness that we're getting. I got a full Y front harness set, but minus the guide handle and the pull strap. I did get a counterbalance Y front and a cape, so those will be fun to review. Maybe I'll do an honest opinion, but we'll have a gear haul in the future. But yeah, before this video gets any more longer, I gotta quit. Anyways, I'm gonna be copying Jackie here, but let's leave this I had a good night, and hope y'all have a good night. Bye.